Welcome back, Know It Alls. Thanks for listening to the show. And as always, give us some feedback about what we are doing so we can make sure you're having a good time listening to us.
Loud and clear, crystal clear. Oh, now you're cutting out. It was so perfect, and now I don't.
Uh, yeah,
Oh,
you cut out for a second.
oh, there you are. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
Happy New Year's almost.
Almost,
Almost.
almost. I'll get there,
Almost.
and it'll be like
Yeah.
every other New Year's, where I'm either sitting at home doing nothing, or I'm at work counting stuff for my month-end inventory.
Oh,
So
that sounds like fun.
good times, right? Gotta.
Hey, man,
I mean, it could be worse. I could not have a job and not have a home, right?
that is true.
So
That
I'll
is
take
true.
I'll take the job and I'll take the home. Too bad the job isn't that $500 horse semen in your face kind of job that we talked about last time. Because I could really use 24 hours a day for myself minus 2 minutes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I was out there today running around doing some errands in the cold going, why am I living in a place where it's cold?
Well, we're not that
Going,
cold right now. Like our temperature here is phenomenal. I know that the winter's gonna hit eventually. Usually it hits at, you know, October, but still no snow and it's still not getting past like -7. It's really, really weird.
wow,
Yeah,
that is really weird.
really weird. I mean, I'll take it. Like it's really weird because going into 2023, all I could think of was I need to sell my business. I need to move away. I can't fucking do it here anymore. Like I'm dreading winter in the summertime. I'm just
Yeah.
dreading winter. And I've never felt like that before until the last like year or so. I don't want to walk outside and the air freezes my eyelashes to my face. I just don't you breathe and
Well,
the hot air that you breathe out of your mouth when you walk through it, it freezes onto your eyelashes, the moisture. I don't want to fucking do that anymore.
Well, I guess all that hot air that's rising up out of Ottawa must be making its way across the plains up there.
Oh,
So
like he's in Ottawa. I'm pretty sure he's traveling the world, solving
that's true.
problems left, right, and center. But yeah, so I'm thankful that this year isn't as terrible as I thought it would be for winter.
Well, that's good.
It is good. I
That's
mean,
good.
I can't use my outside hoses or anything 'cause it's still cold.
Yeah,
I had to fill my hot tub. I was running like I guess when you leave it open, water evaporates. Well, who knew, right? Fucking science and shit. But so
right.
I noticed 2 days ago that my jets were spraying water like up into the air, and I was like, oh, the water level isn't quite high enough to cover those jets. So I had to fill it
Yeah.
up. Probably about 7 inches of water had gone down.
Uh-huh.
I use a hot tub every day, and I don't think about refilling it. But yeah, I've got my underneath my sink. It's got a tap on it that I can put a garden hose to.
Hmm.
So I have to keep a
So,
garden hose downstairs in my house, and then I run it up through there. But I don't I probably don't have to do that right now because it's actually not cold enough. The taps outside should be fine.
yeah. So you gave the old hot tub 7 inches, huh?
More than I have. Yeah, I gave it 6 inches more than I have,
Yeah. Well, I'm
and then
sure the hot tub appreciated
now it's all hot and wet. First time in my life I've ever
it.
experienced that.
It's all hot, wet, and disappointed. Man, I've left that situation many times.
I get there, it's hot and wet, and then everyone's disappointed. So I didn't cause the hotness or the wetness, just the disappointment. But
Well,
it is what it is.
glad you have a good sense of humor about it, Clay.
I know. What am I gonna do about it? I can't jelk. I don't even
Did you
right?
look up what joking is?
Oh yeah, I looked up what jelking
Oh yeah.
was. And
Okay.
yeah, I just don't have the time and energy to yank on my wang until it's
Yeah.
a different
It
length.
does it does seem like a really, no pun intended, long program.
Yeah, I don't do you really want your wiener to be just longer or do you want it to be thicker as well?
I don't know. I want it to be so big that it scares the women. I just want to have that moment like when you whip it out or they get that scared look in their eyes like, "Oh my God, where am I going to put that?" Or the look in that like in that lady reporter's face when the guy was talking about how huge it was where she I swear to God she was going to go like this pretty soon.
Just tongue hanging out. puts down her microphone or her pen or her paper and just drops to her knees underneath the counter.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the best clip ever. Is that interview with the guy getting interviewed about having such a large penis that he was stopped by TSA and they asked him, "Is that a weapon in your pants?" And he goes, "No, that's my dick."
So I got a question for you. I'm looking around your room as I
Ah,
usually do. I see an Amazon box to probably your right, your left, up on the shelf. Yeah.
yeah.
What do you got in there? What did you order?
I'm honestly gonna say I don't know what's in the box.
Oh, all right. So you ordered something, you clearly didn't need it if you don't know what it is. What if you opened it, what is
Yeah.
it? Are you scared? Is there a dildo in there?
The size of that box, that's gonna be pretty damn big size dildo.
Um, and
No, I'd say it's some kind of something I don't need, as
really,
always. Hmm.
do you mind opening it up? I want to see what it is. I think the listener wants to know.
All right.
Describe the size of the box. What do you think? Foot and a half by 8 inches, maybe? I can't.
Yeah, something like that. It's probably like 12 by 18 by 12. I don't know.
So it's not
Hold
books.
on.
It's not socks.
Nope. I was looking to see if the box had a description of the size on the back. It does not.
So that's much larger than I expected. That's what she said. But that box is, yeah, the camera adds 10 pounds, I guess, maybe.
That's what she said.
Yeah. That's why she always wants you to use a camera when you guys are together.
Yeah. It's like get that big bowling ball size balls out here, you cannon.
Do you even know what's in there before you open it?
I'm going to assume it's a toy, not a big black strapping dildo.
Unfortunately, Captain America, a Marvel Legends Captain America, Blade. You have more Star Wars stuff coming in?
It was the Tantive 4. They had it on sale at a super discount. Ugh. So
So did you buy it because you wanted it, or did you buy it because it was discounted? Or did you buy it because you have to buy something every day from Amazon or your brain will explode?
I'm gonna try to see if I can squeeze it all the way up my butthole and smuggle it across the border.
Nice.
If they see
Wait,
if
wait.
they see if they give me a free citizenship like they give,
So you want to smuggle it in the box, or you want to take the pieces out and individually put them up there?
It'd be more impressive if it was in the
I,
box,
I
don't you think?
agree. Yeah, the corners, the edges, yeah, it'd be fucking awesome. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
my butthole is round apparently, or a starfish, and the
I
box is
could
rectangular.
I could probably take this one out of the box and get it up there maybe.
Yeah, but if you
He,
take it out of the
he
box, it isn't
his
worth anything.
facial expression already shows how he feels about that.
Yeah.
It's the Wesley Snipes blade.
So do you think they had to pay him for his likeness, or do you think that's just a rehash from using his likeness from 20 years ago from a movie?
It's not really close enough that you could say it's Wesley Snipes, but it's the Wesley Snipes version.
Hmm. I wonder how much money
So
the I wonder how much money the toy companies save by not doing a likeness. Because I'm sure you have to pay quite a penny for a likeness rights.
I would imagine so. Now that they got that new, what do they call it? The the photorealistic likenesses or whatever they're doing, because they were doing that special where you could buy um what was it? Like custom, I don't know if you saw this, they were doing like custom
I'm so far removed from the toy world.
yeah, well that's smart.
I find that it
Maybe
makes my bank account $8,000 a year richer.
yeah. Well, that's probably a good thing because it that sounds about right.
And I'm happy
Uh
because that 8 grand can go into some sort of investment. And even if it earns me 5% every year, it's still more money than that 8 grand that I'm spending. Because that 8 grand is still in the bank plus the 5%. Anyway,
yes.
I don't think people came here to listen to us talk about toys or investments.
What did
Even
they come to hear us talk about, Clay?
the bottles to your right.
My
Are
bottles
those
to the
vitamins?
right.
Is that protein? Is that for the gym? What is that?
That is a peptide. Do you know what a peptide is?
Is it for like some sort of upset stomach thing?
No, it's a sort of a vitamin type of thing.
Okay, it's so weird. Okay, you have it on the shelf there, right? When you had it on the shelf, I
What right
s-
here?
yeah, I swore that was a diameter of 6 inches by about 9 inches tall. Yet
No,
and then you put it in your hand and it's like a yeah, well, I mean
it's
way
like a
bigger than
miniature.
yeah, sure, miniature. That's like a
I mean,
normal pill size.
okay.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought it was, something like that. That's so weird because that other Amazon box, I misjudged it. I thought it was like smaller than it was. God damn, camera angles fuck me up.
And see, now you understand in that one Facebook page where they talk about how the camera angles make a huge difference to like the photos. They're like, that photo doesn't line up properly. And they're like, well, this camera doesn't have a whatever
Yeah,
kind of uh exposure or something. It makes it look different. Well, see, that's the same thing with the size of these bottles. This is a probably 6 inch tall, about the length of my hand, type bottle, while this one that you thought was big from the angle
yeah,
is only like that high.
yeah. It's weird.
So, so
More science stuff that I don't understand. So I don't
yeah,
I
and then
don't
if you
think.
measure, and then if you measure this,
Yeah, yeah. I see that. Wait, no, I don't.
no, exactly.
I don't
Uh,
see it. There's so many pubes in the way. You're like a male version of a growler.
yeah, it's like I got a, it's like I got a possum hidden in a hedgerow.
You got the Zohan. The
That's
bush, the
right.
bush. It's the biggest.
The bush, yes. This is serapeptase.
Okay.
Serapeptase is a peptide that it helps, like if you're fasting or if you
Yeah.
haven't eaten for a couple of hours, it helps clear up like stuff out of your bloodstream. It helps remove fibrous stuff out of your bloodstream, things like that. So,
Interesting. I'm not really a pill vitamin guy. I don't even really take a lot of medicine. I'll pop a Tylenol or an ibuprofen if I have a headache. But other than that, I don't really do medication, except for my syphilis and my gonorrhea. But
well, yeah,
doctor's
you
orders.
know, one shot that shit would just clear right the fuck up.
I've got a would you rather. Are you ready?
Yes, go
All right.
ahead.
Would you rather lose
Yes.
lose lose both of your
But
legs in a car accident, like sheared off at the hips, or
ooh, the
would you
hips.
rather
Well, that's high.
have full-blown AIDS?
Do I get a large cash settlement for having my hips, like my legs sheared off,
Hit and run.
or full blown AIDS, not in remission, like
Like
literally like full blown, like
full-blown
wide
AIDS.
open?
Yeah.
Mm,
Ready to be distributed to all your concubines.
I think I'd go with the legs
See, you're
because I
one
mean
of,
if because you would die pretty much like immediately that year if you're in that stage, so wouldn't matter.
well, I don't know. I think medication's pretty strong right now. Science is
Besides,
advancing, right?
well, you just said it was in full blown stage. You didn't say it was something that could put, but it's still you'd still infect anybody you were with. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess science is advancing, so either it's gonna help your AIDS
besides,
or
there's
it's
probably
gonna give
so
you cyborg legs, which I think would
well,
be pretty sweet.
yeah, I could have like legs like Darth Maul. That would be pretty badass. I mean,
Yeah, but what would
those like
what about your Wang? Like the spider legs that he had?
well, that's true. His was the whole body. It was more than just legs. It was the waist too. I'd still have my waist and my wang.
Yeah.
So
So you have robotic legs, but you have a regular Wang? Do you think the girls would be disappointed or relieved? They're like,
we
oh,
can rebuild it. We need a bionic wang too.
oh,
I
just
mean, hell, they already like. I mean, hell, I mean, how do you think that name Steely Dan came about?
so when you're in the hospital and they're like, okay, we need to reconstruct your legs, we have these robotics. They're gonna make you faster, stronger, better. You're like, can you just chop the dick off and make me a stronger, faster Wang?
Yeah.
Right?
I,
Would you take the
when
risk?
I want to have a wang that's so good that when I run, they see three imprints in the dirt. I gotta have it. The wang's just for steadying the running.
Charlie Ray, that's the tripod.
I want to come down I want to come running down the thing, and then all of a sudden, and he vaults over the thing because he uses his wang as the pole.
Yes.
Go gadget penis.
Speaking of go-go gadget penises,
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. I got nothing on a go-go gadget penis. But I was
I
in
don't believe you. I don't believe you, Clay. I think you do.
I think I'll save it for another day. I think I've intrigued the
Okay.
listener, and now they're going to be like, "Huh, we need to hear that go-go gadget wang story."
It
And
probably has a fish hook on it because the way you're baiting that hook for the story is classic.
let's just say it's attached to a guy that says "Mwahaha," right?
That's a classic story. It's like a Christmas tale. It's like the gather round kids for the annual story of the Moo-Ha-Ha Christmas tale.
Um, we're recording on New Year's Eve right now. It's early enough in the day, a couple hours from now it'll be New Year's Eve and or New Year's Day actually in a couple hours. But I decided to make myself a fancy schmancy New Year's Eve dinner. And by fancy schmancy, I mean I'm sick and tired of making fancy schmancy meals. So I grabbed a box of Lucky Charms pancakes that I found when I was visiting the States last February. It expires at the end of January, so I wanted to use it up. But I was kind of disappointed. Like the pancake powder has little ground up marshmallows in it.
Yes.
So that's good. And then you cook it, and then you open up the other pack another little pouch that you put on after the pancakes are cooked. And in my head, it would be all marshmallows because that's how I would have designed Lucky Charms pancakes.
But let me guess, that was not their decision.
Their decision was to give you the exact same ratio of cereal you get with marshmallows to the little tiny non-marshmallow parts. And I was like, are you
Hmm.
fucking kidding me? So I opened it up and I looked at it. I was like, there's regular cereal in here. One marshmallow to every 10 pieces of Lucky Charms cereal. Fucking waste. Like,
Yeah, it sounds like Hasbro's running the food business now.
I mean, I
Well,
guess it
let's put one army builder in a whole case.
it does sort of make sense because the actual pancake batter itself had little ground up chunks of marshmallow in it. So if you took the pancake after cooking it and you rip it apart, there's big chunks of purple, pink, blue, and stuff in there. But still, I wouldn't have put any of the cheap cereal shit in there. I want people to get that box of pancake mix and say to themselves, I'm never getting any other kind of pancake mix because this one was fucking awesome. But what
And
this did
instead, yeah.
And yeah, instead, I will never buy another box of Lucky Charms pancake mix. I can make my own Lucky Charms pancake mix by opening up a box of Lucky Charms and putting it in my fucking pancakes at home. There's nothing special.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
Well, that's disappointing.
yeah, it is. I was looking for, I've been saving it since February. It's now December. And yeah, I've been anticipating, salivating daily, looking in that drawer, like, God damn it, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. And now I can't wait to finish off the rest of the box tomorrow with my other kids, so I never have to, look at it again. But I did top it up with Fruity Pebbles pancake syrup by Mrs. Butterworth's.
Well, there you
And
go.
and it had sat in the fridge for a while that it had all congealed and solidified on the bottom. So I grabbed the syrup and I turned it on its side and all the gooey red syrup sort of sloshes over slowly, but then there's a chunk of sugar, probably about half an inch from the bottom up. So I had to put it in the microwave to soften it up, and then I heated it up under hot water, and then I shook it up and poured it on. And yeah, is the sugar just settled on the bottom?
Nice.
So note to self: don't take a year to eat your Fruity Pebbles, Mrs. Butterworth syrup, and don't take a year to eat your Lucky Charms pancake mix. Cook that shit up now.
Yeah, I need to take my advice on that with food as well. I have food that ages that needs to be eaten, you know. But hey, I'm well on my path to becoming a full-blown hoarder, so there's a good news there.
I guess so. So you're Charlie Ray the Hoarder.
No, not yet.
What was the other
Working on
name?
it.
What was the other name we had for you? Charlie Ray Robotic Dick? No, no.
Buy out go gadget penis.
Go catch it.
Uh,
It was like 2 minutes ago, and I forget what the fuck it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Let's just call you Charlie Ray Robotic Dick.
yeah. There we go. No, I'm just well prepared for the apocalypse. That's all. I have 3 months worth of food at least. So, you know,
I
I
was
should I
on.
should sp I should spend 3 months and not go to the grocery store is what I should do.
Well, I mean, for milk, bread, and eggs, yeah, but don't buy anything else. Use all
Right.
the other stuff up first,
Exactly.
or
I
combine things
have.
together. Like combine a pack of ramen with like a vegetable soup, a can of
Yeah.
vegetable chicken vegetable soup. That way you
There you
get your
go.
noodles, you get your soup, done and done. Two things
Yes.
gone.
Yes. Well, yeah.
And then,
I think I have 14 frozen pizzas in the freezer. I think that's enough.
yeah,
Four, 14.
I've never had
14.
one in my
You never
entire
had,
life.
well,
I've
well, of
never
course
had one
not.
frozen pizza. I don't eat cheese,
Oh, that's
right?
true.
So a
I
frozen
keep
pizza to
forgetting
me would
that.
be it'd be a waste.
Yeah.
But I don't even get it for my kids. I have little frozen little pizza pockets. No, like little mini, like small egg roll size, chicken nugget sized pizza minis. So it's like a rolled dough with a bunch of tomato sauce and cheese in the middle.
So it's not a pizza roll?
I don't know. Is that a pizza roll?
Well, I mean, we have like you buy them like they're in a bag in the store and
Yeah.
they're kind of like they're little miniature hot pocket like nugget size
Yeah.
things and
Yeah.
they have like whatever in them. Those are pizza rolls.
Okay. Yeah. I
So
have
that's
a,
what we call them down here.
yeah. I don't know. I've got a bag in my freezer, and occasionally when my kids want like chicken nuggets or matzo sticks or spring rolls, I just go in the freezer and I grab a couple spring rolls, a couple matzo sticks, a couple pizza rolls, I guess that's what they're called, and a couple chicken
Yeah.
nuggets. And they have little
You
s'more.
like an
Yeah.
appetizer sample or
Yeah,
yeah,
but
there you go.
they're all separate boxes in my freezer. I don't have one box that contains all
Well,
of them.
yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
But yeah,
So,
I
well,
have
Charlie Ray did get him a air fryer the week before Christmas. Did I mention that?
no. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even have one. I should have one because
Oh,
I'm a fucking cook. Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
have one.
they're really handy for cooking up stuff like chicken nuggets and pizza
Yeah.
rolls and
How many can you
heating
fit
stuff up.
in the air fryer at once?
Depends on how big of an air fryer you get. I mean, you can get an air fryer like anywhere from a couple quart size all the way up to like, I don't know, 7, 10 quart size. The one I got's like a five or a seven, one of the two.
Mm.
That's a pretty good size.
Yeah, I just don't want to
So,
my countertops between blenders, and I've got like a griddle, slow
well,
cookers.
if you're cooking with enough stuff already, you don't need it. I mean, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm cooking with enough stuff.
Yeah,
But I can tell you
yeah,
something I'm never gonna cook again. Lucky Charms pancakes. Other
that's
than
right.
that one batch that I got left from my other kid, who's not here right
Yeah,
now.
which well, you will be cooking up some good stuff with some of the stuff I have to ship to you for your end of the year present.
Oh, I was just gonna put straws in the hot sauce bottles and drink it.
I got you not one, but two bottles of Joe's.
Ooh.
Two different flavors.
I was gonna
Two different
say
flavors.
both
Not the
like
same
original
thing.
or both spicy or okay, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me.
No, I won't
Don't
tell
tell
you.
me. All
Won't
I
tell
know
you.
is that that Oklahoma Joe's spicy that you sent last time, my daughter put that shit on everything.
So you're saying I should get another spicy because I didn't have a
No,
spicy.
fuck her. She's like 15. Who cares? She doesn't know anything.
She really liked it though, huh?
Yeah, she loved it. She thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was her go-to for all of the stuff that I did on the barbecue in the summer. All of it. Sausages,
Mm.
hot dogs, chicken, ribs, pork chops, all of it. It always got that sauce. So hey,
She was like, thank that Charlie Ray for
well, she,
this spicy barbecue sauce.
she's a 15-year-old girl, so she's not going to say thank you to anyone. She's pretty much going to tell you to fuck yourself, and then
That's
she's going to lock
true.
herself in a room with her pods in her ears and tell you not to disturb her.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, probably at this point in my life, pretty much every woman's going to tell me to go fuck myself. So, you know.
Now you're going to find some lonely, desperate soccer mom who hasn't gotten laid in like 5 years, and you're going to sweet talk her, and then she's going to open your fridge and be like, "You have 32 bottles of hot sauce, Charlie Ray. You're the man."
And then she's going to get all hot and bothered just from that.
She's going to look at your air
And
fryer.
then she's going to have a Tennessee freight train the next morning.
I felt like I had a couple Tennessee freight trains today.
Oh man, I gotta say, this is tasting really good again tonight.
Yeah, you're
So
all I don't have anything to drink.
yeah, I uncorked the alcohol in Charles and Charlie Ray, and I've had several nights of drinks. So
Not me.
yeah,
Just Christmas Eve. I might have a couple later on tonight. I was thinking I might need to go somewhere to buy some ice cream or whatever tonight.
Mm.
But I thought about this when I was at work. I was like, yeah, I should probably, go grab some ice cream for me and the kid tonight. And then I went to Walmart after work to grab whipped cream for my Lucky Charms pancakes. and Walmart closed at 6.
What?
I got there at 10 to 6, and the guy's like, "Oh, we close at 6." I'm like, "All right, it's not 6." And I just walked in, right? Like, "Okay, cool, bro." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? 6 o'clock? Eat a dick."
Yeah. Oh, most things around here closed at 5 or 6 today. A lot of things.
Why? I don't get it.
It's New Year's Eve, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. What does that mean? Does that mean nobody's shopping, or what does it mean? Like, what does that
It
mean?
means
It's not a
it means
holiday.
everybody. No, well, sort of. I mean, it's more of the holiday to New Year's Day,
Oh,
but
our New
like
Year's
for
Day is the statutory payday in Canada.
well,
Tomorrow's
of
the
course it
day
is.
everything is closed. Like tomorrow's the holiday.
Are you closed tomorrow?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, of course not. I
Because
know, because you said you're only closed Christmas.
yeah, everything else is closed. So we're gonna be fucking busy all day long. Which don't get me wrong, I like money. And I know it's gonna be
Yes.
busy, so I'm expecting it. Doesn't mean I want to go to work.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I suppose it's,
even if it was $500 for 2 minutes of horse jizz in the face.
well, I already told you I would take that in a heartbeat because it's only 2 minutes of work a day. I can be pretty happy with only going to work 2 minutes a day.
Hey, some of us hold out for 2,500.
Uh, some of you either have a higher value on yourself or an unrealistic value on yourself.
I don't
Or,
know. It's what's really sad though is you think $500 a day sounds kind of like a fair amount of money. Yet when you add it up for the year, it's not really that much money. I mean, it
oh,
is.
we worked it out at 7 days a week. It's like what, 160,000 a year?
Yeah. Well, that's
Canadian.
fair. I mean,
I'm thinking Canadian. You're thinking US.
yeah.
So
Which
yeah,
would
if
be
we
like
go
what, 180 Canadian?
add another 25%.
Yeah.
So
So
another 30
basically,
bucks, 200,000.
yeah.
I'd be happy with that because the like do the amount of time you worked. 2 minutes times 365. So you work
You factor in
seven.
2 minutes to wash your face, but
Wait, wash your face. You just lick it off, or you
I just
just
leave like a glazed donut.
you wipe it with your hands and put it through your hair and save it for later. What are you talking about? Wipe it off.
After a week, you'd be looking like the frosted Dairy Queen version of Santa Claus.
Or you might have really, really good skin when you peel it off, like those face masks girls
Mm.
wear before they go to bed.
Man, I bet that would be really good for the skin.
Do you want to try it? You try it first. Let me know how it is.
Yeah, let me go find that horse.
Yeah, you're not going to get paid though. That 500
Do,
bucks is a special opportunity that doesn't exist if you
do
go
you think
looking
it?
for it.
Do you think at this point that all of our thousands of listeners think that we have a abnormal obsession with horse dick?
Well, the weird thing is they don't really know about it yet because that episode hasn't been released.
That's probably true, but they
So,
will.
oh yeah, they're gonna hear that, and then the next week will be this episode. So, we should
Well,
probably cut off the horse semen talk.
yeah, yeah, probably. I'm thinking is that maybe we could probably quit talking about that, or maybe I should try to find how to say uh Der Hengst Beard. I don't know. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I'm trying to say it in German for all of our German fans. So I tried. At least I tried.
Are you trying to say thank you for the horse semen? I'm not sure what.
No, I was trying to say horse dick in German. I can't pronounce it. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's like Hinks for horse is Hengst, and dick is Pfterd, some crazy thing. I have no idea how to spell that. I'm like, what part of that's silent? Because something has to be.
Are there any letters
But
you don't recognize, like different letters?
I have no idea. I gave it a shot. I already closed the page. Jamie already closed it up on me. So,
What do you mean
damn it,
you?
Jamie. I was still trying to pronounce the horse dick in German. So,
Come on, Jamie,
uh,
get with the
yeah.
program.
Well, speaking of new fascinations, do you know who Natasha Lyonne is? The
Yeah, yeah,
actress.
from American Pie
Yeah.
and
Yeah, she's an American
Russian
Pie,
Doll. What's it
Russian
called?
Doll.
Russian Doll. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and she was in Beverly Slums of Beverly Hills. That's where I first found her, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, she was in God, was she in like a John Cusack movie in the 80s, I think even? I think
I
she was
don't
like
know.
one of those there's like that one Say Anything movie. There was those two girls that were friends in that movie. I think she was one of them.
Hmm.
So, anyway, I always thought she was kind of hot, like in this kind of naughty way. And I don't know if you know much about her as an actress, but I forgot she was with some other actor for a long time and they split up. here a few years back, but she's bisexual and apparently a very dirty girl from some of the things that I've read about her. So I'm definitely a big fan. That doesn't turn me off. That makes it even more so.
Absolutely.
So
Why would it
yeah,
turn you off? I can't imagine hearing, "Oh, she's really freaky. She's really naughty." Really? I'm just gonna go the other way. Like, why would
yeah,
you even think about
exactly.
that? I want
Well,
you
she's
to push me in that direction and make sure that I get my target.
I'm gonna see if she likes bionic go-go gadget penis. So, you
Well, I mean,
know,
being a Hollywood
but
celebrity, she's probably had all the penis she could ever imagine.
and apparently vulva and vagina as well.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah,
she's had her fair share of it. So I don't think your
yes,
go-go gadget wiener is going to be that different for her.
probably not. But anyway, I've been watching this new series. I mean, it's not new. It's been out for a few years now. I just finally getting caught up on stuff. Not, but called Poker Face.
Okay.
So it's got a couple of seasons out. So it's a pretty interesting little show. Uh, she's kind of like a female Columbo, kind of, how Columbo is always kind of like, oh, one more thing, or like, kind of, you can kind of see some of the like Columbo influence to the writing on the show.
So I
So
never watched Columbo. Was he a detective?
yeah, he was.
Okay.
Peter Falk
Yeah, no,
was the
I
actor.
know. Yeah, trench coat, gray trench
Hmm.
coat. Yeah, okay. So I
Yep.
know who you're talking about. I just never watched it.
Never watched.
Did
Okay,
he have a
never
cigar
watched
hanging out of
Columbo.
his hands?
Yeah. That was
Okay,
him.
yeah. It's so weird that I know all that stuff, and I know it's
But
Peter
you,
Falk, but I've never
yeah.
watched the show, not once.
Hmm. No. Anyway, it is what it is. It's just my new show that I'm watching. So
I wish I could tell you I'm watching something new. I am watching King of the Hill still. King of the Hill,
nice,
season
nice.
7. Gone through 6 seasons in 3 weeks.
Wow, you're
Yeah,
binging.
I am. Well, they're only
Yeah,
22 minutes long each, but there's 22
yeah.
in a season. So, I mean,
That's a
I'll get there.
lot.
I'll get there. But I
Yeah,
do realize how genius the show is.
yeah.
It is very well done. It is like nail on the head. It is very it's not like The Simpsons where it's like strange fantasy and just you can go to space and become friends with the president and everything. But for King of the Hill, it's very grounded, super grounded.
Hmm.
So you could actually
Yeah,
see yourself being in those situations.
right. I never have watched too many seasons of King of the Hill, and Lord knows I'm definitely not going to tackle on trying to watch what 34 seasons of The Simpsons. I mean, come on,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
I stopped watching Simpsons about 10 years ago, so I only have about 10 years to catch up on.
Yeah,
I do all my American
yeah.
Dad and Family Guy every year. I'm all caught up on that. But yeah.
See, I've never watched either of those. I've
Ooh,
watched the Venture Brothers. I've watched Rick and Morty. I've watched some of Futurama, but I haven't watched all of Futurama.
you're missing out.
Uh,
American Dad is a fucking gem.
is that a Sean is that a McFarland
Yeah, it
show?
is. Yeah.
Yeah, Seth
Yeah,
MacFarlane, yeah.
it's very, very funny. I used to like it the least out of all the shows, and now I think I like it the most.
Hmm,
Other than the
interesting.
Orville. The Orville was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think there are going to be any more of the Orville. I think 3 seasons is it.
Yeah, it
So
makes me sad.
it makes me sad too. I thought that was a really well-written show, but apparently
It was the
that's part of the
best
problem.
Star Trek show that isn't Star Trek.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I think it's better than Star Trek.
I've been watching some old episodes of like the New Generation because I never watched all of those either from the 90s, the
Yeah.
80s, late 80s, early 90s. So
I
I
never
don't
watched
know.
them at all. I
There's,
like the movies though. I
there's,
watched all the movies with Picard in them, but I never saw the show.
huh.
Same with Deep Space Nine.
Well,
I watched a bunch of Voyager though. Don't know why.
yeah, I watched quite a bit of
Weird.
Voyager, watched a lot of, I watched the entire series of Deep Space Nine actually. Pretty well up until the last couple of seasons. It's like I kind of like got there and I never crossed the finish line. What's up with that? It sounds kind of like my life. Like what the hell?
Well, what's the finish line for you? Maybe you just haven't
What
gone there yet.
finishing the show?
No,
You
for
know?
in life. I don't mean the show.
Well, I think we all ended on the same finish line.
Yeah, but when do you want to get there? Later? Sooner?
Not anytime soon.
So later. So you got time to
Yeah.
finish. You got time to get there.
Well, it depends. It depends on how bad the race sucks. right now the race kind of sucks.
It does
But
suck.
it's not. Yeah, the thing is I've gone with that saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, carry wood, chop water. Chop wood, carry water. Chop water, carry wood. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, if it's frozen,
But
you can chop it. It's fine.
I mean, you get the gist of that,
Yeah.
because whether you're enlightened or not enlightened, you still have the basic necessities of every day. Okay, great, you're enlightened. Guess what, enlightened boy? You still need to do your laundry.
Yeah.
You still need to make dinner. You still need to wash the dishes. You still got to do these things. You just do it from a different viewpoint, And uh I go with the whole philosophy of stuff that I believe and everything is that, one of the things is that you come from the other side of existence to this existence, and on the other side you know everything, and anything you want you can obtain instantaneously, and the whole point of life is that you don't obtain things instantaneously. That's why we have the saying, it's the journey, not the goal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the goal's important, but it's the journey to get there. Because I mean, if we could just snap our fingers and immediately just get the goal,
I've
you
learned
learn
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've learned nothing, you know? And
Except how to cheat.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you could literally just in this, and I believe on the, and if you say this on the other side, anything you believe, you think into existence, it just happens. What do you learn? You learn nothing. You just go, whatever, whatever, whatever. Means nothing. Things would mean, I mean, if you could literally think of anything you wanted at any time, why would you ever have anything? You'd be a complete minimalist, because anytime you ever wanted something, you just think it into existence, and then you just have it disappear when you're done with it, right?
But yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, why would you need a whole thing of stuff if you could make the stuff appear anytime you wanted to?
correct.
I always thought the coolest thing to ever have would be like a bag of, what do they call it? A bag of holding, or like the magic thing where you just reach in and it's like an
Yeah.
infinite whatever, or like in that J.K. Rowling's The Fantastic Beast, where he just like climbs down in, it's like a whole nother universe down in
Yeah.
his bag. That'd be awesome.
So if you had one of those bags or backpacks or hat that had that magical ability to, you can't hear me?
Uh, yeah, it's the same thing that happened last time. Like the first like 5 seconds there, you were just
Weird.
completely silent. Yeah.
Mm.
So,
So yeah,
but
if you were to have one of those bags or backpacks or top hats or what have you, and you were able to not pull multiple things out of it, you get one thing in forever, perpetuity, one thing out of there. What would it be? Go gadget penis. No, wait, no. Horse semen. Wait. Yeah, Joe toys.
I would jokingly say every time I reach into the bag, I get $500. Sure beats a face full of jizz, horse jizz for it.
It's
But
true.
how about every time I reach in the bag,
Yeah,
it gives me the money for whatever I wish to purchase. Doesn't matter what the dollar amount is. It's just like I reach in and it gives it to me.
I like it.
Yeah, well, that would be a magic. That'd be a great magical power.
I mean, I was thinking monetary as well.
Yeah.
I was like perpetual wallet. It's
Yeah,
just,
basically.
it's just
Basically,
there.
yeah, perpetual wallet. But the way, but instead of having like every time you reach in, you get $1 million. It's like, every time I reach in, whatever I need is there. It doesn't matter what the amount is. Whatever I need is there. If I'm buying a $70 million yacht, I reach in there and I pull out a briefcase with $70 million in it.
Well, you said whatever you want is in there, so that's not just monetary, right?
Well, no,
You're like,
it's
I
whatever I
want.
want out here, but I get the money for whatever I want.
So what if it's something that isn't in front of you? You're like, ooh, I want a raspberry plum churro from Disneyland. Do you reach in and get money to pay for the flight and the hotel and the churro and the Disneyland pass, or do you reach in?
And
So
it's
that
like a $3.
and and then it gives you 675. You're like, oh fuck. No, but you so yours
No,
yours
no. So
has to be
so
money, right?
basically, you reach in it and you go, I need money for an airplane ticket.
Yeah.
Money. I need money for the hotel room. Money. I need, it's going to be really hard to pay for things in cash because, God damn it, the U.S. government sure does hate money laundering. They'd probably come after me for like magical money tax withholding, which then
I
I'd
don't
have to
know how
reach
that would
into the
work.
bag and pay taxes on it. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I can guarantee you that somewhere at the Ministry of Magic, there's probably a taxation department. They never tell you that part of it, do they? They don't show you Harry Potter doing his yearly magic taxes. No, they do not.
So you would have to guard that thing with
Well, of
everything
course
you
you would.
have, right?
Yes. So that's why I'd reach in the bag and I'd reach out and pay for several security guards
Yeah,
and
but
a
who's to
big.
say those security guards aren't going to turn on you?
Hmm.
They know what's in that. They know that you have everything all the time out of this little fucking thing.
Well,
I
standing between me and that bag is my go-go gadget penis. That's gonna stop them every time.
How much did you pay for that?
Go-go machine gun.
Yeah. Oh, that would be fucking incredible, but it would also suck because the government would wonder where you're getting all the money from, right?
They would. They would. That's why you need to make sure you pull out enough money to buy a bar, a laundromat. Um,
Fast in, fast
mm,
out cash, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Boy, they sure are. Yeah, a lot of people washing their clothes this month. I don't know how they did it, but I got this $70 million yacht this year off the laundromat. Woo! They were just burning them fast and furious. I had to replace five washers a day.
Wow.
Sir, that's physically impossible to wash that much, and your water rates aren't high enough. Here's some go-go gadget bribe money.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what would happen is the government would figure out a way to take it from me. That's what they would do.
They would.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they
So
would.
yeah, so yeah, you'd have to do it to where you had to keep it a secret. I mean, you think about like even like it's not the same thing, but like when in Groundhog Day when he's like, "Oh, I can rob the bank." I know what everybody's going to be doing exactly everything, and he stole money, or whatever. Or he could just go all dark like the Joker in the Dark Knight and just cap everybody after they take care of their task.
Yeah. No, I kill the bus driver. Bus driver?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a tough thing to have. Like, would you ever not need it?
What?
The
The money
money,
bag?
right?
I think the more I think about it, while it would be very good, very useful, very fun, you still have to you still have to find your happiness somewhere other than money.
Oh,
That's always
I
going to
would
be
find
true.
it in my house on the beach with my private runway with my private jet to fly to the mountains when I want to go. I would be very happy with all of the money purchases that I made.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you almost think that do you think at some point you'd have pretty much everything you want and you wouldn't use it very much anymore?
Well,
You wouldn't need to because I mean, here's
well,
the
you're
thing.
gonna have property taxes. Gas
Yeah.
gas
But
will always cost money. Food will always cost money. You will have become accustomed to a lifestyle that you don't want to give up. A certain food
right.
you eat, certain places you live, their circle of friends, the vacations you go on. I don't know.
But hear me out. Why would you just buy things that continue to suck money when you could also purchase a few businesses and they'd be throwing off more than enough money to maintain everything? You wouldn't need to have that. I mean, you could do that too, so that way it's more legitimate. And then at some point, that that bag would really become almost superfluous,
So
you know?
you and I have both owned our own businesses,
Yeah.
and we've both realized the amount of work that goes into to maintain that business. So do you want the stress of owning all these businesses that turn a profit, but then you have to worry about them not turning a profit? You have to worry about employees that are stealing, new cost of goods prices, all that shit goes up. The government throws a new tax on things. When you don't use your little money bag, you actually have to sit there and legit worry about stuff like that in order to maintain the lifestyle that you're living. That
Well,
sucks.
no matter what, you're going to need some businesses to explain why you have so much money and to
True.
keep Johnny Law from sniffing
Or
around the
or
door.
do you? Because you could just go buy your little hut in a place where their government doesn't give a fuck that you're living 400 feet from a beach in your
Right.
two-bedroom condo.
Or better yet, you could just buy the government.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if you have that little bag. Yeah, but then you have to worry about a whole country. There's a lot of stress that goes into owning and running something.
Why do you always bring the stress component
Yeah,
in, Clay?
because I've realized in the last like 2 years, like you've seen me change in the last 2 years where I don't I don't need certain things anymore. I'm quite content with not I'm not a minimalist. I mean, look around, obviously. I'm not a minimalist, but
Not yet.
not yet. I mean,
Not yet.
I might get there. But yeah, I don't need the things that I once thought that I needed or wanted.
Yeah, you mean like I know you don't want or need this. You don't need
No,
that.
I don't even know what that is. Is that Banshee? Is that Sasquatch? What is that?
That's armadillo.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
Why do you have it?
Because I do.
Yeah, but
Because I'm stupid.
did you need it? Did you want
No,
it?
of course yeah, I wanted it, but did I need it? No.
Yeah, no, I just
What I need to do is what I've said I need to do. I just need to enjoy photos of stuff and go, that sure looks cool.
yeah.
And that's it. And that's it. That sure looks cool. I've been watching this guy, this new channel, Uncle Tim's Rants or something like that. This dude is just a collector guy, and he's on every day just ranting about something about action figures. And I just look at it and just go, God. And then I look at myself and I go, what is wrong with me? But anyway, so hey, we're moving along. Let's move off the topics of penises and action figures. We talk about those enough, and let's
And
talk
bags of
about
money
and bags of money that we
and
don't have.
horse semen all over the face.
Yes, yes. Let's talk about New Year's Eve because in an hour and 43 minutes it'll be 2024 here.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about maybe I don't know, maybe either one of our best New Year's Eve or a crazy New Year's Eve story or something like that. Do you have anything
No,
along those lines,
I
Clay?
don't. I'm always at work. I've got one New Year's Eve that I got wasted, and that's all I really.
Really?
I believe it was probably the Y2K year, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
And I don't. Yeah, it was like 24 years ago.
We need to remedy that.
Yeah.
Not that at this point in life it's like I'm not exactly what you call the Paragon of Party
Well, it was
at
like
this point.
I was telling some of the kids at work today. They came to work, and one of them is he's not pissed off he's at work. He's pissed off because he has three different parties he was invited to, and he's going to one, and the other two people that invited him are pissed off at him because he's not going to their party. And I was like, I don't understand. You guys have like these are high school kids. Like you haven't had school for the last week. Why did you all decide tonight was the night to party? You guys could have been partying literally every single night this week, and you could have all gone to each other's parties and done them all. But you all waited until tonight for whatever fucking reason. They go New Year's. I go, it doesn't mean anything. None of you are celebrating.
It's just a day.
None of
Yeah.
you are celebrating shit. Like, oh, you're not like, oh, midnight, woohoo, New Year. Like, really? That's what you started drinking for? No, you're drinking because you're hanging out with friends. You're enjoying the evening because you have your friends there. You could have done that last night, the night before, the night before that, and the night before that. But yeah, so yeah, his friends are like arguing with each other about not being able to go to certain parties tonight because somebody's working till 9. Like you're working till 9 and New Year's technically is 3 hours later. You tell me
Right.
you're going to the party before 9? When's the last time you went to a party before 9 and there wasn't a fucking gift bag at the end? Right? Like you played pin the tail on the donkey. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
going to a party at 9 o'clock seems more reasonable than going to the party at 7.
Well, I would think so. I mean, I wouldn't show up at a party at 7 o'clock. I mean, Lord, that's like way early. I
Yeah.
mean, would you show up at a party at 7 o'clock?
One time my friend was throwing a party at his house and we were getting the house ready with like he used his parents' like tractor with a forklift to carry this big bin full of ice. So we had this bin that was 4 feet long by 2 feet long by 2 feet deep. It's like a planter at Walmart, like something you put plants and shrubs in. And we grabbed it
Right.
and we filled it with ice at the restaurant where we worked at. It was in the back of his truck. We just kept going out with buckets of ice till it was full. And then we got it to his house. He's like, how the fuck are we gonna lift this? And I was like, fuck, I didn't even think about that. Can we drag it? No, he's like, oh wait, never mind. My parents have like a little mini forklift for the property. So yeah, he grabbed the forklift and he put it by the pool. And yeah, that was at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we started drinking. So yeah,
Wow.
I was at a party once at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But
That's something a Letter Kinney episode right there.
well, I mean, I am Canadian, so it doesn't make sense. That's how we roll here.
Was there Molson's in the trough?
Actually, I don't know what we bought a keg and we put a keg in the
Okay.
ice and kept the keg cold.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that'll count. I won't revoke your Canadian card.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. But no, the party should be later, but being
Yeah,
December 31st, it's the same as December 30th. It's the same as December 12th. It's all the same.
right.
It's just
Yeah, so, I mean, especially with New Year's Eve being on a Sunday this weekend, it's like you could have had a party Friday night, you could have had a party Saturday night, and then you could have a party Sunday night. It could have been
yeah.
it could have been a triple crown weekend.
Yeah.
Kind of like that triple crown that I was drinking.
Or
You
maybe
know,
I'm just jealous that they're invited to parties and I'm sitting here with Charlie Ray talking over the phone and not even having to
Uh,
drink. So maybe that's it.
let's just imagine Clay at this day and age showing up at a high schooler's party.
Fuck
That
no.
wouldn't be creepy at all.
No.
Hi, I'm Clay. Mr.
Yeah.
Clay to you. Mr. Clay, if you're nasty, and I
Yeah.
bet you are. Oh, wait, how old are you? Sorry, Mr. Clay's got to go now.
Yeah. Mr. Clay's gonna get arrested if he steps foot on the property. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
feel bad that that's their biggest concern for the night. Like,
That's their biggest challenge. Poor babies.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
I do have an interesting New Year's story.
yeah.
So, yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Uh,
I may have told you the story. Have I told you the story about the New Year's Eve at the hotel, 2 floors full of swingers? Have I told you that story?
I've heard stories about the swingers. I don't know if I've heard this particular one.
Okay. Well, I know I've told you several stories about those days, so
Was there a bunch of guys leaning up against a wall watching some chick get railed? And was there a penis pump on her vagina?
no, no, that was a house party at a doctor's house.
Was
That's a
there
different story.
what was there a guy who was like super young but had a really big dick and girls were writing their names on his body and he was crossing them off every time he banged them?
That was the same party
Oh, okay.
as the
Wow.
as the other one. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've heard
So
the New Year's one unless it was one where you went
okay.
to and you were like the only white dude in a really weird part of town that you don't usually go to and
Nope,
you're like, I don't fit in here, but I'm gonna stick
nope.
around because I want some vag.
Nope. That was a whole other party. Apparently, I've been to several parties. All right, so I'll tell you a little story if you want to hear it. Maybe the listeners want to hear it. So this,
Oh, they're not here anymore. They backed out during horse semen stage, 5 seconds into the.
they probably got traumatized by my bad German. Um, but all right, so I'll tell you a little story. This sounds like I'm about ready to tell a story of the USS Minnow, and I'll tell you a little story.
Sit
But
around, children.
okay,
Charlie Ray's gonna
yes,
tell you how he got his go-go gadget penis.
no go gadget penis that night. But so let's see here. This was probably 8 years ago. Let's say 8 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. It was either 15 or 16.
Yeah,
It was New Year's Eve, and there was this couple that I knew that organized parties in various locations. So they'd organize get-togethers
yeah,
of interested parties, if you know what I mean.
I do.
So they arranged with a local hotel, it was about 5 miles from me, that they were going to rent out like a floor and a half, or basically 2 floors, because they basically didn't have anybody else on that floor with us. A New Year's Eve party that was going to be a swingers New Year's Eve party. So I, being the cool guy that Charlie Ray is,
Of course.
had made friends with this couple at other parties, because as I might have mentioned to you before, it's not always easy to be involved in these circles as a single guy. As a single guy, you got to bring something to the table, usually a large horse cock,
Yes,
but or something basically to the table, and which I didn't really have that, but I was a pretty cool guy and I make people laugh. So, and I wasn't. There's nothing worse than a person, because just think about you being at a party. Say you're there with your girl, and there's lots of people that are there that are couples, and you got some horn dog running around trying to have sex with all the women, but he doesn't have a woman to offer up to you. He's just a single guy. That would be annoying, don't you think? I mean,
he's a taker,
yeah, he's a taker, right?
not
So
a
a lot of
giver.
guys, yeah. So as a single guy, you got to be somewhat. If you're not, especially if you're not bringing a lot to the table as far as like some kind of stupendous package, you got to be, you got to be a fairly cool dude to be there, or at least hopefully you are. Otherwise, you're going to get kicked out and you'll get blackballed basically from getting into parties, right?
Yeah.
And so thankfully, I was a pretty cool dude. I'd made friends with these people. They knew from my past parties of theirs that I'd attended or I'd been there with somebody I was seeing at the time that I was a cool person. So they're like, yeah, if you want to get a room, we'll let you come to the party and everything for this New Year's Eve weekend. I'm like, okay. So I came to the party and I brought two things. I brought my
Can I
massage
guess?
table and equipment.
Oh,
What did I bring? What else
I
did I
was I
bring?
was gonna guess you brought a bottle of lube and your butthole, and you're like, all right, this is what I can
Yes,
offer
I,
to all of
I did bring those. Yes, freshly waxed and like lightened. No, I brought my massage table and all the equipment for that, and I brought my Sybian machine that I've told you about. I've told you
Yes.
about that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I brought that, and I came to the party, and I set up my hotel room with the massage table and with the Sybian machine. And so I think I was the only person there that had a Sybian machine that night. But
Do you
basically,
want to describe what that machine is in case
oh yes,
somebody
I
who's
probably
listening
should.
has no idea?
Okay. A Sybian machine is basically, to say it in other ways, it's basically a fuck machine. Basically, it is a motorized machine. That makes no sense. It's a motor. It's a covered
Is yours the
motor
type where it
that.
looks like it's a horse saddle with a dildo?
Yes. Yeah, basically. But yeah, and
Uh,
of course you can change different things out. There's
yeah.
different types of attachments. There's different size of attachments, there's different types of attachments and so on and so forth. And it's powered and you have controls that control two things. One controls vibration and one controls rotation.
Okay.
And they both go from 0 to 10.
Only 10? Lame.
It should go to 11. I
At
know it should be
least.
like a spinal tap Sybian machine, but it is not. So basically, I was walking around, I was partying, I was drinking. I gave a massage out, I did some other stuff, and so then I was trying to get some people if they were interested in the Sybian machine. Well, long story short, pretty soon I had several women lined up wanting to be recipients of riding the Sybian
Yeah.
machine. And so, well, most of them, I was like, hey, if you want to run the machine, they're like, no, you can run the machine. So I'm sitting there running the machine as I have hot women coming in
Yeah.
to use the equipment,
Yeah.
while their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever, so sometimes they're single, are watching while I'm running the machine.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, first of all, I mean, it was amazing. It was fun. But secondly, some of the women took like the largest attachment I had, and they had it up on like on 10. I'm like, how the heck are you taking this? And little knows my equipment's not going to satisfy you after that ride. So,
You just tipped your hat and you're like, respect.
yeah,
Respect.
yeah, yeah, because those big attachments are like massive. I mean,
Pringles
girthy.
Pringles can?
Yeah. Yeah, they're big.
Or
Maybe not pretty.
like a
Yeah.
I don't know what 28-ounce bottle? I don't know what your small bottles of soda are. What are they, 28s?
20 ounce. The
20 ounce?
smaller ones are
Okay,
20
yeah.
ounce. Yeah.
So like they're like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
girth?
Oh, they're big. I mean, the extra large attachment is an extra large attachment.
So
I
even though
mean,
you brought lube and your butthole properly like bleached and waxed, it still couldn't take that 20-ounce Dr.
oh
Pepper,
God,
could it?
no. Go not.
But these women are just like that.
I don't want to take the small attachment, let alone the large attachment.
But these women were just
Yeah.
taking it like a fucking champ.
Oh yeah. But it's so much fun to sit there and control those two things. You're like, okay, up the vibration, up the rotation, do this.
So were the
And
husbands angry with you, or
oh
were
no.
they were pleased with you?
Oh, they were happy. Yeah, they
Okay.
were happy. 'Cause, well, a lot of these guys are guys who they like to watch. I mean, they like to watch their wife getting off.
Yeah.
So, or their girlfriend or whatever.
Wait, women can get
So,
off?
well,
I've
if you do it properly,
I've
yeah.
never seen that. Well, that puts a whole new spin on how I should be doing things. Wow.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Wait, they get a turn? Okay, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, in your house, maybe just you get a turn, but yeah. So, so that was my fun New Year's Eve.
That's
I
much
ended up
better
having.
than me saying, "Yeah, I think I got drunk on Y2K." And that's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, that was a fun New Year's Eve. That's probably one of the best New Year's Eves as far as wildness goes. I mean, I've had some great New Year's Eve just with somebody that I was with at the time, and we were just, enjoying the evening together.
Yeah.
And had a couple of times where there was a band playing or a comedian that I went out to see on New Year's Eve, something like that. That was fun, but it wasn't wild. So that would be by far, I think, in my entire life, the wildest New Year's Eve I ever had.
So do you ever use that machine on yourself?
The machine hasn't been used for several years now.
Oh,
So
you can rent it out?
yeah. I have rented it out a few times, but I closed up my website, so I haven't found a new host for it yet, and I haven't put it back out there. So
Are you worried it's going to get
y-
broken?
no, no, I'm just I
Are
don't
you
know.
worried you don't have a big enough attachment for like a go-getter?
I don't know. I don't really have any fear about doing it again. I mean, it is kind of a gray area as far as any kind of business goes. I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it. Basically, I've just like everything else. I've been so busy because I work so much that I haven't decided to bring the Sibian rental business back out and bring it to market. Here in town. So I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It'd be nice to make a few $100s a month from it if I could.
Yeah.
But the thing is there's little places that advertise for something like that since Craigslist got all neutered, several years ago, back in the 2017, 2018 time frame. It was during the Donald's presidency here.
Are you on FetLife?
I have been,
Hmm.
but
That that
I
that
wonder if I
might
don't know if my profile is still alive,
that
still
might be an
around.
outlet for you
Maybe.
for that.
I told you I've kind of retired the old
Go
the
gadget penis.
yes, the go-go gadget penis, and I think that my relationship that I've currently been in has pretty much run its course. So,
Ouch.
uh, yeah, it's okay, it's okay,
So
it's
you're
all for the best.
you're good with it
I'm
then.
single, I'm single, and I'm ready to mingle, or I'm single and I have no time to mingle, which is basically what it is.
So
Although
speak.
I think the girl at High V was flirting with me today, so who knows? Maybe I still got it.
Hopefully you do. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Hmm.
And then when you open up your treasure trove of Sibian machines and go gadget dicks and ohm clit rubbing and
When I, when I
self
say, here, welcome to my
inflicted
dungeon.
orgasms, whatever you got going on, I'm pretty sure they'd appreciate it.
I have a plethora of skills and nobody that's currently enjoying them. That's kind of sad.
Well,
So,
before we wrap up, I have a couple things here you can use your skills to guess what these meanings mean from Urban
uh-oh.
Dictionary.
Oh, I was gonna say you got me some urban dictionaries.
I do. I've got three for you.
Well, you know what they say, the best parties come in threes.
That's why I try and do it in threes. We always like the threesome.
Damn right.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Boy, I tell you what, I couldn't be more ready.
Okay. This one is cobbing. So like a corn cob, so cobbing. Just cobbing.
Uh, I'm gonna guess that it's using a corn cob up the old poop chute.
Okay. That was my first thought when I saw it as well. But then I read the first sentence, and it's almost like I needed to know what that was before I could know what this was. But this is the first sentence from cobbing. The male version of vabbing. And I was like, well, what's vabbing? So then I clicked on vabbing and I learned what vabbing was. So without me telling you what vabbing is, cobbing is when a guy wants to attract partners, but wants to go au naturel, or has no money, they will take a bit of their pre-cum and use it like cologne. This uses their natural pheromones to attract a sexual partner.
So like putting a little bit of dab of pre-cum behind your ears just drives the girls wild.
Drives the girls wild. So, and then you
Wow.
used it. So I'm assuming vabbing is when a woman does it with her vag. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
cobbing, right? And
yeah.
in a sentence, I'm heading to the bar tonight to hook up, but I'm broke. So I just did a little cobbing before going. Like, well, do you beat off to the point where you have some pre-cum, then you like rub it on your neck, and then you just like put your dick away, wash your hands, and head out the door? Or do you leave it on your hands so that when you put your hands up to a woman, they can be like, "Oh my God, he's a
Why
fucking
does that?
man."
Why does that beer glass have a handprint across it? What is up with that? Why is that? Why can't he let go of that glass?
It's so fucked up, right?
Yes, yes. Are you gonna go cobbing next time you go out?
I never go out. I'm just gonna cob at work. I'm gonna cob at the mall. I'm, I'm gonna cob when I pick my kids up from school. Someone will like it. Will they not?
Man, you're gonna drive the crossing guard wild.
All right. Caramel apple. Number two, caramel apple.
I'm gonna say it's scat play where a guy covers his Adam's apple and a woman licks it off. I don't know.
That's pretty
Oh
good.
wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. It could be dipping your balls in poop. Either way, caramel apple. Yeah.
Caramel apple is when you have the shits so bad, just moving to stand up to go to the bathroom forces you to blow your shorts, causing your nutsack to be covered in the most savory of butt caramels, thus resulting in the phenomenon quaintly known as the caramel apple.
Wow, my second guess was actually pretty much correct.
Pretty much correct. And in a
Yeah.
sentence, hey, bro, do you have some dude wipes? I totally spurted my sack into a wicked caramel apple because of that bad guac from last night.
Oh God. I hope I never use that sentence with you ever, Clay.
Caramel apple?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. You got some dude wipes? You know that really killer Indian restaurant we went? Well, it ended up giving me a caramel apple
I
because, yeah.
was like, oh
Wow.
man, you want to wipe that off? I use that for cobbing.
Oh, oh,
So
gross.
no, three, third and final is banana cream pie. Banana cream pie.
Hmm. I'm gonna say that's when a guy has sex with a girl, and just as he's about to get there, he pulls out and just lays it right down the trail of the open vulva.
Well,
Banana cream pie.
banana cream pie. A banana
Yeah.
cream pie is the act of putting a whole or piece of banana in your female partner's vagina before she comes, having her sit on your face, then you eat her out, swallowing the banana and cum pressed to your mouth, thus giving the effect of eating a banana cream pie.
Okay.
That
I
girl
would
I
I would save that for I would save that for cobbing.
that girl I picked up from Adam's party last night is super kinky. She fed me a warm, messy banana cream pie. Super creamy, if you know what I mean.
Oh God. Wow.
Yep. So we learned
Okay.
cobbing, banana cream pie, and caramel apple. Out of all three of those, would you want to partake in any of the three?
Uh, what was number two again?
Caramel apple.
Oh, definitely don't want to enjoy that. No.
True. Well, I mean, I
Uh,
didn't say enjoy it. I just said partake. You don't have to enjoy it. I can't imagine. Well, I mean, you get a banana.
well, the easiest one of those three would be cobbing because that would
Yes.
just be easy. Yes.
But
Yeah.
do you think it works? Do you think your pheromones
I'll
like
let you know.
yeah, okay. That's what we're gonna do. From now till the next
No.
episode, we're gonna go do that and we're gonna bring our results to the podcast.
Oh man, I can't do that. I don't go out.
Well,
Besides that, my favorite dive bar nearby closed, man. It went out of business here like a week and a half ago. It sucks. Been in business for like 40 years. The first beer, the first the first underage alcohol I had in a beer was at that bar. It was right near where I used to work at a gas station when I was 19, or well, 17, but I worked there for 2 years, but so
Oh
I'd
yeah.
walk over there. Yeah, I told you that story, didn't I?
Oh, I heard all about the sex in the bathroom and the blowjob from the girl behind under the counter.
That's a different gas station.
Oh,
This was the one. This is the first gas station. The other one was when I was a manager of a gas station about 5 miles away. So
when
different
you
gas station.
that's too
Well,
bad.
actually, hold on. This first gas station is where I lost my virginity in the back office. The other gas station was where I had the blowjob underneath the desk and the sex in the bathroom.
I,
Different
I'm
different places.
I just need to ask you, why are you not working at a gas station? That sounds really, really fortuitous, does it not?
Have you seen how many people get robbed and killed at gas stations these days?
Yeah, but what a way to
Crime
go.
crime was not as bad back then, and I still got robbed twice, once at gunpoint.
Ouch.
So yeah, once at razor blade point and once at gunpoint. So
I think that falls under the heading stories for another day.
yes, indeed. Yeah, that's why as far as like work goes, if I'm working like a second job, I don't take a job where I have to work really with the public or cash because I'm too old to deal with that crap.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna work at a liquor store, I'm not gonna work at a convenience store, not gonna work at a gas station. All those jobs are great for meeting people. If it wasn't for the fact you have these a-holes who might decide, oh, for 20 bucks, I'm going to come in. And these days, they're not just happy to rob you, they have to kill you too.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Well, I can only give you
Uh,
a little bit of advice. If you do get a second or third job, and it does happen to be in one of those public domains, just do a little bit of cobbing beforehand and really, really just get to know the people when they come in. You never know where it's going to lead. Maybe you'll have to,
I might get cornholed behind the register. Like that might be worse.
they
I
might
was
have,
just gonna rob you, but now I'm gonna fuck you and rob you. Oh well, god dang.
and then you're like,
You
oh,
should
thank
pay
God
me.
my asshole is completely bleached, super
Yes.
smooth, and I've been taking my 20-ounce Dr. Pepper bottle on a nightly basis to warm it up, baby. It's all you.
Yeah, but you better watch out though. I did have curry last night, so they might get a caramel apple.
Oh my God, that's the perfect note. So, note alls, we're
Yes,
we're gonna leave you laughing and hopefully wanting more, and we will be chatting next week and perhaps the week after and perhaps the week after that.
perhaps, and then perhaps we might even have a live special. Maybe not a live special,
We
but
can
uh,
we can
but
do a
a
live
group a
special.
group a group recording. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. And so I hope you enjoyed Charlie Ray's swinging New Year's Eve story. I mean, maybe it was exciting, maybe it was not. I don't know. It was fun for me. I can tell you the memories are pretty sweet.
Oh,
And
if they had to pick between
yeah,
the two stories for New Year's Eve, I guarantee you they're gonna pick yours. So that should make you feel pretty
well,
good, right? You're the winner.
sounds good to me. Yes. Yay. What'd you get? I got the famous Marvel no prize.
Well, it's better than a caramel apple.
Yes. Yes. I hope nobody has a caramel apple for New Year's Eve
And if
or they
anybody out
have
there
one.
has cobbed, let me know.
Yeah.
Drop us a line.
Just drop it. Yeah, drop us a line.
All
So,
right. Peace out, noodles.
peace it out. Do we have any more urban dictionaries?
I want to leave them for like a full episode.
Oh, okay.
I do. I have like 5.
Oh, okay.
I did 9 today because I thought we were gonna have some more time. Yeah, I thought we were gonna have some more time for the show, but we don't. So I'm just gonna leave the UD or Urban Dictionary definitions for the next go around. I've got a bunch here that I think you'd really like. I, I
Okay.
think I think you like all of them.
I do enjoy all of them.
Hmm.
I enjoy it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White, black, brown, tall, short, thick, thin. Charlie Ray likes it all.
I do like my women like that. Yes. You can give
Yeah.
me one. You could give me one of each, and it would just be, for
Well,
a couple of weeks.
you move to the right country and you could buy one of each.
Yeah, that's true. Or I could just go somewhere where they get lots of imports.
True.
So,
There's lots of imports here,
yeah, there are lots of imports here.
But they usually bring a husband and children.
Yeah, there is that.
Mm.
I mean, they could watch, but
And and the ones that don't bring a husband or a child or children, they tend to move out here while their significant others living in the motherland. And
yeah.
they're not, I don't know, what's the word? Devoted to the ones that are living in the motherland until the people move back out here. So
Yeah. I heard a joke once. It's all about guys hitting on a woman, and she's like, "But I have a child." He's like, "Okay. I mean, are you like wanting them to watch or something? I mean, how's that a problem? I
yeah,
don't
that doesn't make
understand.
sense to me.
It just confirms you know how to do the nasty. I mean,
Well, it just proves that you've had sex at least once,
yeah,
one time,
yeah,
which I mean is half the amount of times I've done it.
yeah. There you go.
I've got 2 kids. I've had sex twice. That's plenty of practice, is it not?
Yeah,
You
you know,
can't
and
count
you,
yourself. I
it,
practice with myself at
yeah,
least 3 times a day.
yeah. It's kind of like playing handball against the wall, you know.
Or what's that
The tug
commercial?
motion, the tug, what is it called? The tug what?
I don't remember.
Tug mate? I
Tug
don't know.
tube?
I don't know. Between the shake weight and the seg, can you imagine if you were doing the tug thing with one hand and the shake weight with the other? I mean,
And a double Dutch rudder coming up. Fuck yeah.
it looked like a double Dutch rudder is what it looked like, and I was like, well, not
I
quite
do.
because yeah,
I have an Urban Dictionary term that is similar to a double Dutch rudder. It's pretty funny.
okay,
So we're gonna get to enjoy that one next time. And
awesome.
it has a cute name. I don't think you would think of the name and think of the actual definition from Urban Dictionary. You're like, oh, that doesn't sound well. I mean, that does sound right, but I never would have gone that way.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
I'll have to wait with bated breath on that for the next episode.
So what other?
As well our faithful fans,
Yes.
especially our truck driving fan. So
Oh,
shout out to him if he's listening.
of course he is.
Yeah.
I mean, not right now because we're just recording, but
Yeah.
he will be
Yeah.
listening to the episode.
Yeah. You know what I want to do? I want to go as as a passenger shotgun rider on the ice roads up north, like when they're taking one of those long routes, man.
Well, there's nothing stopping you, right?
Oh, you know,
You could
not too
offer your
much.
services as the fellatio master, and they would take you on those. I mean, I'll take a shot in the mouth if it gets me a couple miles down the road, as they say in Jane and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's like he goes to fucking George Carlin when he's going down the truck driver. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that was awesome.
yeah. So you just offer those services. Those truck drivers are going to take you on those roads.
There you go. Yeah, awesome stuff.
Cool, man.
All right, so we gonna do another episode. Or are we done? You gotta go do
Uh,
stuff now.